see your value now.
Abed, why?
I see your value now. It's a callback to when we met first season. And me calling you your seasons is a callback to my first season dialogue. And me calling
Abed, I know what makes you off-putting, but why are you here? You're programming now, Abed? Didn't get any work with your 4-year film degree?
one job directing a commercial. Still haven't been paid.
I'll cut you a check tomorrow. But just so we're clear, you quit.
Creative differences.
I asked you to put the phone number on the screen.
I didn't like the number. 555, it's derivative.
It's the number of my
It
business.
sounds fake. How can every number start with 555? Are there only 10,000 numbers? I've been spending so much time with computers. Your tears are just ones and zeros to me.
Yeah, you were a real Hallmark card before. After being rehired as a security guard after being fired for impersonating a teacher.
That's insane. And I'm Abed. I'd like to take the study room table and back and burn it.
Burn it? Why?
The same reason I never returned Time Bandits to Blockbuster. Nobody else deserves it.
It's a place that you can do it.
You got a job teaching here, didn't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
A film degree doesn't make me a filmmaker. I need to learn how to work with other people.
Table Mark II?
I added that and a few custom upgrades. It's voice activated. Table, resume table mode. Huh?
Oh.
Table, power down.
Wait, I got a cup on there.
I certainly hope you'll be a better teacher than him.
About an actor who keeps the world asking. Nicolas Cage, good or bad? Yes, young man.
So you don't know?
Mr. Nadir. Mr. Nadir drove our TV studies professor out of his mind by proving that there was an answer to the question, who's the boss?
Angela.
I admire your brain, Mr. Nadir. I did not admire Professor Sheffield. But I promise you, this question has no answer. Your homework is to watch 5 Nicolas Cage films by Wednesday.
He's a complex performer. He'll give you The Rock, Con Air, then Face Off, and you think you understand. But then Wind Talkers, Guarding Test, The Wicker Man, he begs you to stop watching, but you can't. But is he good or is he bad? Every actor is something. Robert Downey Jr., good. Jim Belushi, bad. Van Damme, the good kind of bad. Johnny Depp, the bad kind of good. There's a spectrum, and Cage is on it. I just have to find him. Okay, hey, I have a working theory, and don't react until you've heard the whole thing. If you watch closely at the 7-minute mark in Snake Eyes, you'll notice the moment where an alien arm could have come up and...
Abed, this isn't worth it. Maybe Nicolas Cage is just crazy.
All actors are crazy, Annie. Some crazy actors are good, some are bad, but none of them are neither. There's no such thing as both. So which one is Nicolas Cage, huh? Oh!
Dear God.
Okay.
Stand back. Give him space.
Nicolas Cage, good or bad? A challenge, certainly, but not unsolvable. Because all actors have distinct values, which I use to find answers.
Abed, how much Nicolas Cage did you...
Enough! I watched enough to find the answers. Because this is my reality. This is how I learned to be. And my being doesn't allow for Nicolas freaking Cage, okay?
Abed, think of something safe like Holly Hunter or Don Cheadle.
Abed, I couldn't find you at school, so I got worried. You're throwing away all your little movies. Why?
They have no value anymore.
Well, if you're looking for something to believe in, I know a skinny little Hebrew handyman you could meet.
I'm not gonna become Christian, Shirley, or a better Muslim. This was my religion. I thought the meaning of people was somewhere in here. Then I looked inside Nicolas Cage and I found a secret. People are random and pointless.
Well, in my religion, the whole point is that you can't understand every little thing. And, you know, there's a word for people who remind you that you're not God and invite you to try a little harder.
Prophets, messiahs, kung fu pandas. So Nicolas Cage is Jesus?
No. But he clearly works in mysterious ways, and maybe that's just his job.
And that's why critics can call him a genius or an idiot and be right no matter what.
A demon to some and an angel to others, like a Cenobite.
Excuse me, did you say Cenobite?
Yeah, you know Cenobite, like from Hellraiser.
You like Hellraiser. You know the word Hellraiser.
I thought Pinhead in space was a bit of a letdown, but I'm in for the ride.
Will you stop with the cups and the blankets?
This is how they comfort victims in movies.
Okay.
Abed, you're special. Can't you just stand at the scene of the crime and see what happened?
I see a man using a social disorder as a procedural device. Wait. I see another man. Mildly autistic super detectives everywhere. Basic cable, broadcast networks. Pain. Painful writing. It hurts.
Mr. Nadir, state your name.
Abed Nadir.
Have you ever 9/11'd anyone?
Nope.
When you were a child, did you ever kill a squirrel with a slingshot and were surprised that you felt nothing and wondered if you were capable of doing it to a human?
No.
Mr. Barnes, did you invent that handshake?
Yes?
Lie.
Mr. Barnes, are you a subscriber to the video blog Fun for Friends?
No.
Lie.
Silence, wench!
Hi, I'm Kevin. This is Kyle, and here's a fun handshake you could do with your best friend. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to rate us, comment, and subscribe.
Can't look at you right now.
Then you should know I'm crying.
I forgive you, but only to escape the established pattern of self-righteous indignation followed by immediate comeuppance.
Mr. Nadir.
Okay, I guess it's happening anyways. You broke my heart. Continue.
Is it true that you planted geo-trafficking devices on everyone in the group so that you would know where they are at all times?
Yes. Okay, you guys are changing your faces. Are you mad at me or hungry?
You're tracking us? We're mad at you, Abed.
Why?
Because we already live in a totalitarian surveillance state. Do you not read my status updates?
But I'm not the government. I'm your friend.
That's what governments say, Nimrod.
It's cool. When one of you gets kidnapped, you'll be glad you don't have to count the bumps on the highway from the trunk of a car.
Are those blinking dots us? What's this one all the way to the side?
That's where Pierce is buried.
Is that why you were spending so much time by the coffin?
I was trying to get it back. They're expensive, and he's not moving anymore.
I know you know. It's wrong to do that without telling us. Shame on you.
Okay, I'm ashamed. Lie. I'm a bad person for tracking your location, but you altered my brain chemistry. I was up for 3 days that week. I invented an entire language, you flitz-barping gitsgorig.
I'm sorry.
You messed with my brain. That's a big deal. This is a big deal. I don't mess with your brain, Annie.
I bore my soul to you. I told you about my holding hands at Disneyland fantasy. Do you care about people at all, Abed? Answer on the polygraph.
Jeff made me apply for handicap parking so he can get a better spot. When any of you chew gum, I want to punch you. You may as well have submachine guns in your mouths. It vibrates my skull.
Abed Nadir, did you know that you were insane and nothing that you said ever made any sense to me?
Yep.
Here's your sperm.
Cool. Cool.
That's a lie.
Attention, Greendale!
Announcement!
I'm standing here with Abed Nadir, who has chosen to give his best friend Troy the very special going-away present of declaring a school-wide game of hot lava.
Stand down or meet your doom, Chang.
I don't want my last day here to be a day where everyone hates me.
Last day.
Left her for dead?
Sounds bad when you put it that way. Can you put it a way that sounds good?
Ow!
Sorry about our butts touching. Okay, we'll go into the vents. They'll never find us there.
I say we take a stand here. I mean, someone's got to win sometime.
Not if we never kill each other. Then we can play forever.
Right. Wait, Abed, the floor can't be lava forever. The game's got to end.
It's not a game for me, Troy. I'm seeing real lava because you're leaving. It's embarrassing. And I don't want to be crazy, but I am crazy, so... I made a game that made you and everyone else see what I see. I don't want it to be there either, I swear. I want you to be able to leave, but I don't think the lava goes away until you stop leaving.
So the only way I can help you is by giving up my chance to be one person? Guys, stop, okay? The lava's real to Abed. It's not a game to him.
Oh, no.
You know what I think? I think he's used to getting his own way. I think he's never met me.
Abed, give me your other hand.
It's down to us. You or Britta will be the winner.
I'm not leaving, okay? I promise. The floor's not lava now. Just give me your hand.
I don't think the lava's here because you're leaving. I think it's here because I won't let go. Sorry. Bye.
Abed! 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 He's fake dead. You don't get it. No one gets Abed. I got him a little. This is my fault. It worked.
We made a perfect clone of Abed.
Actually, Britter's work was sloppy. I'm not an exact replication. I have all of Abed's abilities and memories, but I'm missing his wild emotionality. Although I think I may be able to let Troy go now.
I don't know. I haven't been completely honest. I'm really scared to go on my trip.
Well, you don't have to go. Your clone can.
Right.
Clone Troy?
Clone Abed?
By the way, when I cloned you, I had to patch some missing parts of your DNA with genes from a homing pigeon. You may notice side effects, like a compulsion to come back.
Cool. Clone hug?
So popular that watching them is no longer a statement.
So because you're 3 seasons behind, we have to live in a fantasy world where there's no such thing as dragons? Do we also have to pretend that Lord Stavarius is still alive?
Thanks, Abed. How about I buy all the Bloodlines of Conquest books, read ahead, and spoil the whole series for you?
That's insane. That's something an insane person would do. Hello, I'm taking a school census. Please fill out this form, but don't talk to me. I can't hear. Are you deaf? But you read lips? Barba, garba, garba. Garba, barba, barba. That was gibberish. You're good. I wish I knew sign language.
Come on. What? God. Thank you. I'm sorry, Abed, but to the spoiler goes the victory.
But I really liked her.
She probably likes you too, but she also likes cash.
I'm devastated.
No, I feel bad. But you learned a lesson, and I gave a differently abled person a job.
Hello. I'm gonna crash the premiere of the Kick Puncher reboot dressed like classic Kick Puncher. They shouldn't have redesigned that costume. Keep your heads in the sand if you want. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I know this is bad timing, but I should go if I'm gonna make the movie, so. What are you doing?
Oh, something nobody ever does. Teaching you consequences.
But I have to go.
But you can't. Huh? Isn't that crazy? You ever been grounded? You ever been punished? Do you have any idea what it feels like to be refused something?
I know what it feels like when people try to control me. You should know it never goes their way.
Ooh. And what kicky punch movie is that from? The ones you've seen? Or the one I'm gonna watch you miss?
I said I was sorry.
I'm sorry I punched my landlord, but I'm not getting my deposit back.
That's an example of you being punished for choosing to hurt someone. I wrecked your papers by accident.
You chose to spray this crap on purpose because you didn't care what happened. Let me tell you something. For 5 years, I have watched people walk around on your eggshells. Oh, Abed, he's so imaginative, so magical. Everybody hide the hamburgers. If Abed sees a hamburger, we'll all travel in time. Let's eat cookies and ice cream and dress in pajamas in the middle of the day. I watched my third wife die.
You think I'm spoiled. And you think I'm spoiled because it's never occurred to anyone to do this? You're not the Marco Polo bullying me. You're just another tourist taking pictures of a great big wall. Looked like you were doodling chickens.
He is a duck.
Uh-oh.
And what were you before this? Were you normal? Or do you act like this because somebody stuffed you in a locker? Is that the idea?
Other way around. I'm a real jerk for wrecking it.
You didn't do it on purpose.
That doesn't excuse my behavior.
I appreciate that.
Yes, the lesson being that you're very talented, but I have this thing. I can't walk into a movie after...
You're not going to the movie.
Yes, I am.
You need this.
Let me go.
This is you learning.
You're a bad person and a bad cartoonist.
You go ahead. Hurt my feelings.
Oh, you have feelings, huh? Have you considered putting them into your work? Your cartoons are monuments to joylessness, nervously assembled jokes based on nothing from your life or anyone's life. You're furious at me for being creative because you want to be able to create. You have all this rage and shame and loneliness, which I don't even know how to feel, much less understand, and you decide to put what on paper? A duck. Jim the Duck. You think I'm crazy? You think there's something wrong with me? Jim the Duck.
Publishers are interested.
Oh, yeah, well, publishers are stupid. Either that or you're misinterpreting what was probably a form letter.
You shut up.
You shut up.
No, you shut up.
You shut up. Oh, are we yelling?
You're a
Are we
little
yelling right now?
self-centered.
Yelling. I'm young. Yelling. I'm yelling. I'm yelling. You're not talented. You made me miss my movie. You made me miss my movie. In the words of your hacky duck, what the hell?
What are you doing here?
I want to show you something.
What's this?
It's a script I wrote about a cop on the edge. Troy thought it was hilarious. I don't have the heart to tell him it wasn't a comedy.
Why are you giving this to me?
I know all the tricks and tropes of filmmaking, but what I'm missing is what I think the critics call substance.
It's time for justice. Police justice. Wait, the character's name is Police Justice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I may be able to help. You drank scotch?
No.
You're gonna.
You don't like my face?
Other meow meow beans.
You know... No, it's effectively stupid. There already was a rating system in place called Cool People Get More, and it was working fine.
Meow Meow Beans takes everything subjective and unspoken about human interaction and reduces it to explicit and objective numbers. I've never felt more alive.
As long as you're happy, I'm unsettled.
Abed, hey, come here.
Those are other threes. We talk about how we're glad we're not twos. Small talk, guys. I make small talk now.
Is she always so different?
If you talk to me, I can't concentrate on the dance moves. You're putting me on the spot. I guess my knee-jerk concern would be that he's a Viking and might only use our home as a temporary base before moving inland where lumber is more plentiful.
Is it cool if I poop?
No, Anthony, just cut the carrots. You've been dating Rachel for a month.
I don't think you heard his question. The answer is yes. Can we discuss this later? Rachel's on her way and I'd like to practice my smile. Who wants to play Pile of Bullets?
Not me.
You have to. Oh, it's okay. We don't have to.
It's not okay. We do have to. We all have to. And one day we'll tell you why.
But for now, let's simply retire to the TV area.
For the highest stakes, 1993 interactive VCR game of your entire young adult lives.
I don't want to die.
Stop her, Rachel. Stop her.
Bang?
No, bid 5. Oh, come on.
son of a bitch.
Me too.
No, we have to play again.
Abed, I think you're having one of your special times, okay? So I'm gonna give you some space.
No, I don't want space. I want you to move in here.
What? But that's not resolved. Anthony might move in, so.
Hey,
Hi. I'm here to do my third act apology.
Abed, I don't think...
Wait. Don't reject it until the whole thing's been served up. Dobra. Open your locker, please. Hey,
Hey,
I want to tell you something.
Abed, this is adorable.
Just because it's adorable doesn't mean it's not important. Listen. I've been accelerating our relationship because I've been worried I wouldn't pass a lot of the tests. I wanted you to move in because I thought if Annie was around, I'd have less chance of screwing things up. But the problem with me will always be that I can never know for sure. There's not a huge amount of people in my life that haven't eventually kicked me out, and I don't always see it coming. I don't want it to happen with you.
Well, don't manipulate me and don't keep secrets from me, and we'll probably be okay.
Cool.
It stopped raining.
Yeah, sure did. Was everyone's takeaway from last time that we can use D&D to reprogram brains? Nobody feels that we almost caused a suicide?
We prevented one.
And here we go. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna head across the bridge, actually. I mean, what else is out there? What's south or east or west? How about a disease? If I walk too far south, do I fall off your graph paper there?
You can head south. I've generated some details about the surrounding area.
If I kill the necrophile before you do...
I'm gonna go check on the others. You might want to check your character, or just kind of generally take this game seriously. Your son does.
Man, your friend sure can talk.
Liar, he'll never turn.
Oh, yeah, because of that famous goblin loyalty. I could never drive a wedge between you and some guy from work.
I was best man at that guy's wedding.
Oh? Clang doesn't approve of you and Lisa Goldback, and I don't get the sense it's because of his feelings for you. Come on, between you and me, which one do you think is yours?
I know where the tower is.
Hey, you can't just say he's gone. You owe us an ending.
I owe you nothing. I am a dungeon master. I create a boundless world and I bind it by rules. Too heavy for a bridge? It breaks. Get hit, take damage. Spend an hour outside someone's front door fighting over who gets to kill him? He leaves through the back. You are still at the entrance to the Chamber of Grief. Your move, Mr. Tickles. You successfully pour more tea into Count Frogula's cup. That puts it at Hillary Rodham Kitten. Okay. You attempt to pass crumpets. You fail. Okay, guys, I'm getting a little frustrated. If you just take a look at your inventories, you'll see that...
Abed, are you almost done? I can't sleep without my stuffies.
Fine, hold on. Oh, a goblin notices you and murders you all. You're dead. They're all yours.
Jeffrey, are you okay?
No, he's not. Take it from an expert in delusion. If Jeff's hallucinating something this cool, something's wrong. He needs to get back. I guess you found a way to deal with it unconsciously through a psychotic break. Happens to the best of us.
He's been 32. We have to know he would be...
This isn't helping.
You guys know I'm 38, right? I'm kidding. But Jeff, you shouldn't almost die over a number. What's important are ranges of numbers. Fully animated? But it was all a dream because you were unconscious. Remember that Christmas when I... Yes! What the hell was that?
But was what?
That long, quiet lull. I don't like it.
It's called contentment, dude.
Exactly. We're never content. Someone's always got to have a problem.
I got a problem. I don't like Abed's problem with our lack of problems. I commented on his commentary. I just drew a circle around Abed, baby. I don't think it's nice to pigeonhole people's gimmicks.
You hear me too, boys? Jeff's heart's in the right place, but he's wrong. Greendale is a crazy place where crazy things happen. I have a plan.
There is no story.
Everything's a story, Jeff. Getting out of bed is a story. Certainly this is a story. I mean, start with the study room. We're content. I'm concerned. Skip the fruit matching stuff. Dean enters with the insurance appraiser story. Call, refusal. You're literally dragging me across a threshold demanding there be no story, which puts me into a whole new world that I'm gonna have to adapt to.
We have to do it by yourself, please, okay? Because if this appraisal is a story, that means we're in trouble, and we are not in trouble. Because if we are...
No more stories.
Ta-da.
All right, no story. Wait, if there's no story, what am I explaining? I'm in a story. Okay, think of it, think.
No! It's all
Everything is a story! Wait. Story feeds on conflict. If I stop resisting, it'll stop being a story. No, Abed. Me with a beard. Keep fighting the story. Keep fighting it until it falls apart. I'm right. I mean, I'm wrong. I mean, I'm right. I mean, I'm wrong. I mean, I'm right. I mean, I'm wrong. I mean, I'm right. I mean, I'm wrong.
Unsubscribe.
Chang just unexpectedly.
Buried treasure! Lock the doors, close the blinds.
We couldn't save Greendale, Jeff. There may be treasure on campus.
Hidden buried treasure! This is the kind of adventure I usually have to force upon us, and here it is, falling into our laps. We're like the Goonies, except our story tracks logically and has a chance of holding up to objective critical scrutiny years later. Will you stop that? Can you please stop that?
You guys are ridiculous together. We're ridiculous. What do you call this?
Secret trapdoor!
Booyah! Spiderwebs and beanbag chairs.
Oh, don't cry. The importance of lumbar support hadn't been established.
Not that. It's just...
Annie, look, I don't know people, but I know TV. When characters feel like the show they're on is ending, their instinct is to spin off into something safer. In Jeff and Britta's case, something that would last 6 episodes and have a lot of bickering about tweezers and gluten, starring them and an equally waspy brunette couple with a title like Better With My Worst Half or Awfully Wedded or Tying the Knot But Not is spelled without a K or hashtag couple people problems. In every episode, you get to decide who wins the fight by going...
Abed, stop developing.
Sorry.
Got it. Thank you, Abed.
You're welcome. I have a girlfriend.
What?
You were about to start a kiss lane?
I was not.
Fine. Let's go find treasure. Try track 127.
Right. Because 127 in binary code would be a palindrome.
Because the song title is Open the Door by the Secret Doors. Jeff, in case you ever have to remember me, can I give you some options for voiceover quotes?
Shut up, Abed.
We'll definitely be back next year. If not, it'll be because an asteroid has destroyed all human civilization. And that's canon.
What? What do you...
Come.